some party, yo.
Thanks, Matt. How many trick-or-treaters?
I have to go see who's at the door.
Petway absolutely ran all over the Rebels, and we will have more on that for you later in the show. A very spooky edition of Rebel Watch. I'm Kelsey Davis, and joining me is Nick Dunavant and Max McCann. Guys, are you still recovering from the weekend? I know I am.
I'm ready for basketball season, Kelsey.
Yeah.
I just want to go trick-or-treating tonight. I really need some candy.
Trick-or-treating, candy, let's not even talk about the Rebs, but unfortunately it was a rough one and we got to, so let's take a look at what went wrong in the Vaught this weekend. All right, guys, here is Chad Kelly getting warmed up, trying to bounce back against that loss last week. Here is a pass to Evan Ingram for the touchdown. Ole Miss goes up 6-0.
That's now the first 7 games where Ole Miss has scored in the opening drive. They're always great at the start.
Now, as you saw in the opening, Petway absolutely ran all over the Rebs. And here's a long run for a Auburn goes up 7-6. Now here is DeMarcus Lodge, a pass from Chad Kelly. This time Wonderlick actually makes the kick, and Ole Miss is up 13-7.
Yeah, Ole Miss's offense has been really great in the first half this year.
Now second quarter, Kerryon Johnson with a 1-yard touchdown run. Auburn goes up 17-16. And here is Daniel Carson. Both kickers traded field goals at the end of the half. Here you see Wonderlick has the answer as Ole Miss goes up 22-20 to end the half. But they have the Auburn quarterback from Sean White to Jalen Harris for the touchdown, 27-22 Tigers.
Second half is never good words for any Ole Miss fan. But
Not
here, a
even
great
a little
touchdown
bit.
pass from Chad Kelly.
To DeMaurier Stringfellow. And here is Daniel Carson again on the end of a field goal for the Tigers. That puts Auburn up 30-29. Now Chad Kelly passes, but it is intercepted. This is really the turning point in the game by Joshua Holsey.
Yeah, you know, it's a shame. Chad Kelly played almost a flawless game. Unfortunately, this interception really ended it for the Rebels.
Now that interception led to this 3-yard run by Kerryon Johnson, and the Auburn Tigers win 42-29. It was a really rough game, you guys. Let's hear what head coach Hugh Freeze had to say.
She's so sad.
She's so sad after the game.
I was the same.
I think it's, it's kind of been indicative of our season. The way our kids fought tonight, I was very proud. I think we were playing a team that's playing as well as anyone in the country right now, particularly defensively coming into this game and running the ball extremely well.
I hate losing. I hate losing more than anything. We just got to be on the same page. I mean, from all three phases of the game. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, guys, let's break it down, Nick. We've harped on turnovers, and as I said during the highlights, that was really the turning point in this game when Chad Kelly threw that interception. So has your opinion on him changed since the beginning of the season?
If anything, I'd argue my opinion has changed for the better. The offense isn't the problem. He's putting up great numbers. Kelly leads the SEC in passing yards per game and total offense, passing touchdowns, and completions per game. Against Auburn, he broke Archie Manning's record for single passing yards in the game. But the problem is the offense is so one-dimensional they have to rely on the pass game with Kelly. And yes, Kelly is forcing turnovers, but that's his play style. He never gives up and always looks for the big play to put his team on top.
And Max, we knew the run defense was going to be a problem, but the whole defense just entirely is looking pretty miserable.
Yeah.
So do you think they need a change in strategy or a change in staff? What's going on?
Kelsey, I said it a few weeks ago, and I'll say it again. Hugh Freeze has brought Ole Miss to a level of success they haven't seen in quite some time. With that success, though, means that there's a target on their back now. Other teams circle Ole Miss on the schedule.
Right.
You know, and because of that, Ole Miss is seeing everyone's A game week in and week out. You know, Hugh Freeze just needs to upgrade his staff with positions with guys that aren't just known for building programs, but coaches that'll win at the highest level consistently.
Right, and on a lighter note, both the Ole Miss men's and women's basketball teams got into the Halloween spirit with a spooky event held at the Pavilion. Rebel Watch reporter Daniela Oropeza has more on the story.
Halloween's my favorite season. I just love to dress up and have some fun.
So I can have some fun at here, see the Ole Miss Rebels play here too, and I just want to come here trick-or-treat the most, really.
It's Halloween time, and to celebrate, the Ole Miss basketball teams hosted Dunk or Treat at the Pavilion.
It's been great. There's been so many families all around the Oxford community, and it's been really fun seeing all the kids dressed up, and it's been a really good time.
Children of all ages were welcomed and encouraged to dress up to enjoy Halloween games, candy, and more.
We are working at the pumpkin painting and face painting, so all the kids are coming over with all their little ideas, and it's so cute. They get candy at every station, so it's been a really good time.
Fans also had a chance to win season tickets at the half-court shot challenge, a chance to dunk women's basketball head coach Matt Insell at the dunk tank, and a chance to meet members from both teams as well as get an autograph.
I got this my basketball from the store, and so then I got it signed today because I wanted it signed so I could go show my friends around here.
The entire event was free to the public. Children and adults dressed up in their best costumes, all to enjoy the spirit of Halloween and to get ready for the upcoming basketball season.
I just love bringing joy to people, honestly. Like, I came here, I knew it was a kids event, and I was hoping there'd be some kids that knew me that weren't too young, and most of them do. They recognize me, spot me out, take a few photos. It's just a good time.
Do you think your friends are going to be jealous?
Certainly.
You can catch both Ole Miss basketball teams open up the season next weekend as the men face Morehouse College on November 3rd and the women face Mississippi College on November 4th. For Rebel Watch, I'm Daniela Oropeza.
When we come back, we'll talk with Robert George and preview the Georgia Southern game. Keep it locked on Rebel Watch.
I'm Jasmine Murray, and I care about Mississippi's children. Studies show that if children can't read at grade level by the end of 3rd grade, they're 4 times more likely to drop out of school. But you can help. Read with a child in your life today, or volunteer as a school reading partner. Invest your time in a child's life for a brighter tomorrow. Learn more at strongreadersms.com.
I'm Governor Phil Bryant, letting you know that strong readers today can become the strong leaders for tomorrow.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
It's Hunger Action Month, so click share below to pass along this video and play your role in ending hunger.
Get your game on, get your game on. Get your game on, get your game on. Get your game on, get your game on. Get your game, get your game on. Go, go.
Welcome to Mississippi 511.
Get your game on with M.Dot Travel Resources. For more info, visit mdottraffic.com.
He did the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. It caught on in a flash. He did the mash. He did the Monster Mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the Monster Mash.
Welcome back to Rebel Watch. We now welcome Robert George, the Georgia Southern beat reporter, on the phone. Thank you so much for joining us, Robert. Now let's get right into it.
Hey Robert, Max here. What does the Georgia Southern fan base expect going into this game?
Well, if this was the beginning of the season, I think they would be expecting, a win. If not a win, then something close to it. We went up to Florida a couple years ago and beat them, and then we took Georgia into overtime last year. And then also in the past 2 years, we played NC State and Georgia Tech really close. But this season's been tough. We're 4-4 now in the season. It's not where I think anybody expected them to be. So I think what would be ideal for this weekend is if Georgia Southern go there and have a good performance. I know a win's going to be a tall order against the Rebels, but I think most Georgia Southern fans just want us to, show some improvement over the last couple weeks.
Hey Robert, this is Nick Dunavant here. What does Georgia Southern need to do to pull off the upset against the Rebels?
Well, I think you're going to need the ingredients of a lot of big-time upsets. You're going to need, great performances on defense. Obviously, I think you're going to have to somehow try to slow down Chad Kelly in that offense. And then you're going to need some big plays. You've seen it a couple times. Obviously the App State-Michigan game comes to mind with a big field goal block. I think Georgia Southern will have to steal a few possessions on special teams, and just going to have to show something on offense, really.
Hi, Robert. It's Kelsey here. So what will head coach Terry Summers be for Halloween?
What is he going to be for Halloween? Oh, man, that's a good question. Knowing Coach Summers, he's probably just going to be Coach Summers. I don't see him going out and putting on too much right now, especially with how things have been the past couple weeks.
Thanks so much, Robert. Now, guys, let's break down Georgia Southern's strengths and weaknesses. Nick, what should we look for when it comes to the offense of Georgia Southern?
So lately, the Eagles have actually struggled offensively. They performed horribly against Appalachian State, had only 159 yards total. They lost 4 of the last 5 games. The Eagles really love the triple option, or the triple threat is what they call it. They ran 84% of plays last year, so they are very run-heavy. And Ole Miss hasn't exactly had a solid running defense, but they have been against SEC opponents, and I think it's going to be much easier for Ole Miss defense to contain.
Right, and Max, switching it over to the other side of the ball, what should we watch out for on the Eagles' defense?
Well, Georgia Southern's pretty average on defense, and they've played pretty average competition. They ranked 50th in total defense in the NCAA. Chad Kelly, like we said, had a really good game last week, and they still didn't come out on top. I expect him to take out his frustrations on the Eagles' defense this week. I kind of predict Ole Miss to score in the 50s, maybe even the 60s on Saturday.
Right, I could definitely see that. And when we come back, we'll go over the latest in high school football. Don't move a muscle.
We are Rebels. For more than 160 years, we've been accomplishing the impossible. From conducting the world's first lung transplant to helping prove Einstein was right. From preserving the past to saving the future. We are Mississippi's flagship university, a place where passion and learning unite, where friends become family, where small-town charm meets world-class innovation. We are the University of Mississippi. We are Ole Miss.
Meet Lyle. Lyle's a smart guy about to do something really dumb.
Oh, I love this game. How many words? Give me a sounds like. Do something different. I'm just not getting it.
Look, I'm no expert, but have you guys ever played charades?
Oh. Fire prevention is everyone's responsibility. Obey all burn bans. Trim overhanging tree limbs. Don't keep firewood or other fuel close to your house.
I think the mentality would be all gas, no brakes. We've been working out a bunch with Ben Fleming, Strength Ben, try to get bigger, faster, and stronger for the season. That's how we go about it. We want to work out and we want to get better. We want to get faster, we want to get stronger so we can go to Omaha and we can win a national championship. I play the game because I love it. It's the best game in the world. You can fail 70% of the time and be a Hall of Famer. And I think that's how you got to play baseball at this level. It's a game, it should be fun, and we should enjoy it.
He did the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. It caught on in a flash. He did the mash. He did the Monster Mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from there.
Welcome back to Rebel Watch. This week we took a special trip down to Morton, Mississippi, home of the top recruit in the Ole Miss recruiting class, D.D. Bowie. Let's see if one of the top players in the state could live up to the hype. All right, guys, this is Morton Ole Miss commit D.D. Bowie. As I said, they played for the 3A Region 6 Championship Friday night, and y'all, it was a really, really good one despite that guy falling down. It was much better than that. Now, D.D. Bowie with his mom and daughter celebrating his senior night there at Morton. Now, first quarter, first drive, D.D. Bowie finds Freddie Hartz for the 37-yard touchdown. Morton goes up early, 7-0.
Bowie. That's all I need to say. It really is.
Now, second quarter, Morton is struggling. Morton behind 18-14. D.D. Bowie scrambles and finds a lane down the sideline for the 37-yard touchdown run. 20-18, Morton at the half.
Bowie is an athletic freak. He's fast. He can go up and make plays. He's pretty much everything for this Morton team.
Now, fast forward to the second overtime. It's 40-40, and Raleigh scores from 2 yards out, courtesy of Raleigh's Aaron Battle. Here it is. You can see it, a 2-yard touchdown from Raleigh, but it goes right into them going for 2. Fumble! There's the fumble from Justin Gamage. He mishandles it, and they get one last shot. They're down 6. On the very next play from D.D. Bowie, he finds Freddie Hartz over the top for the touchdown, guys.
Now here, Morton will go for the extra point in the win, and kicker Adrian Perez, he'll split the uprights right here. Morton wins 47-46 in double overtime and takes the 3A Region 6 crown.
Look at that guy in the pink.
Yeah, I had a chance to catch up with Dee Bowie after the game.
Welcome to the Rebel Watch postgame report. I'm Max McCann, joined here by Dee Bowie. Morton won tonight, winning their regional championship, 47-46 in double overtime. Dee, how does it feel being a senior and winning your regional championship tonight?
It felt good to me. You know, we was the only team that ever beat them. They were 10-0 when they came in here. You know, they made a lot of noise. We just still did our routine warm-up. And I told my coach today when I was doing my senior mentor project thing, I had told him, I said, Carl, I feel like we're going to get them tonight.
All right, and big story, what is your current commitment status with Ole Miss?
Ole Miss, that's my team. You know, I love that team. I love the colors. I love the coaches. I love Coach Boyne. I love all of them. And like they just make me feel like I'm at home every time I go up there.
All right, thanks very much, Dee. You can catch Morton next Friday starting round 1 of playoffs. For Rebel Watch postgame report, I'm Max McCann.
Max, you were in Morton Friday night. What did you see from Dee Bowie that could really help out this Rebel offense down the road?
You know what? I saw someone that could make plays. Bowie will be a wide receiver at the next level, but doesn't even line up at that position for his high school. Instead, he lines up at quarterback. Still, he was able to make plays with his feet, running for 4 touchdowns against Raleigh Friday night. The Rebels have the receivers to stretch the field north and south, but Bowie can be a guy that Ole Miss can throw short to and expect him to make plays with his feet. Bowie's a guy who can go up and make a catch, but also have the ability to evade defenders with his quickness. He can most definitely be a great one for Ole Miss.
Bowie.
So, when opposing teams face Bowie, do they boo him, or would that be considered rooting him on?
I think that's rooting him on.
Yeah, so
be like boo.
Yeah.
Like that's Bowie.
They just can't say Bowie. That's all I need to say, Bowie.
Bowie!
He's coming here. I'm Team Bowie for life.
All right, so this week the Oxford Chargers took on Center Hill here at home, trying to lock up a playoff spot. Let's see if they had what it takes. Now here is running back Lance Stewart. He makes a 50-yard touchdown run to bring it to 28-6 for the Chargers there in the second quarter.
I didn't know Leonard Fournette went to Oxford High School. That's what he looked like this game. I was there. He was tearing up Center Hill defense.
Now Center Hill quarterback passes to Justin Beckingham for a 55-yard touchdown. Guys, it's going all the way.
Yeah, this Oxford defense has been pretty good all year. There's a little slip up there, though.
Now Oxford running back is going to change the channel for Oxford. He is going to take it with a nasty stiff arm.
Oh, get off me.
I liked it. Lance Stewart
like
there on that play. All right, so the next one from J.R. McClure, a touchdown to Joe O'Keefe, tight end. He's been hot for the Chargers, guys.
He has scored a lot of touchdowns the past few weeks for them.
Now here is Kalen Brown with a goal line touchdown run. Final is Oxford 48-18. Let's check out with me with postgame.
Kelsey Davis here with the Rebel Watch postgame report, and joining me after this dominant performance by the Oxford Chargers is quarterback J.R. McClure. J.R., as I said, that was a very dominant performance. Everything was going so well for the offense. Tell me what looked good on the field and what was really clicking for you.
We just came out and executed. Receivers called balls, and we just executed.
And going forward into playoffs, what are you guys going to be focusing on? What are you really working on before that game?
Just carrying the momentum to the next game and executing again.
All right, thanks so much, JR. As I said, huge win by the Chargers here. Bobby Holcomb Field reporting for Rebel Watch. I'm Kelsey Davis.
Nick, Oxford has now won 5 in a row, but they have a big test against Lake Cormorant next week to see who finishes second in region play. Will the Chargers win, and how far do you see them advancing in these playoffs?
Kelsey, I see next week's game being a shootout. Both teams have great offensive playbooks. These teams love to score. And if J.R. McClure can take care of the ball, I think Oxford will pull it out. When it comes to playoffs, anything can happen. So I just advise the Chargers to take it one game at a time, because at any moment they can slip up and their season will be over just like that.
And Max, what has been the biggest key in Oxford's win streak so far?
You know, Kelsey, it's been Oxford's young quarterback, J.R. McClure. The defense has always been playing well with guys like D.Q. Thomas leading the way, but Oxford's ability to pass the football has made their offense that much more dynamic, and J.R. McClure has been the catalyst for that.
But the Chargers were not the only team on a rampage, so let's take a look at the whole thing. Roll those highlights. As I said, it's Byhalia and Lafayette. They started off 14-0, but here's Will Ard's pass to Dylan Wood. It makes it 21-0 for the Doors. Now here is Byhalia's charge. Powell, he throws an interception to Lafayette's Xavier Martin. He goes up and gets it for the Doors.
That was just a terrible pass.
Lafayette's defense has been real great all year long. They keep making plays. They're going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
Now, 3rd and goal for Lafayette. This is Jamarcus Cole's second fumble near the goal line. He's got to pick it up before a playoff.
Hold on to that ball, Corals.
Now, in the first half, Lafayette is leading 21-0. But Jamie Shaw comes in with the 2-yard rushing touchdown. The extra point is no good, so now Lafayette is 27-0.
Just waltzed right in.
Now Jamie Shaw again with a 4-yard rushing touchdown. 34-0 Lafayette. They just couldn't be stopped, guys.
Yeah, but Hialeah wasn't much competition for the
Now,
Commodores this week.
Tyrico Richmond from Lafayette trying to give him a little bit of a chance. 5-yard rushing touchdown, but the extra point is no good. Lafayette wins 34-6. Let's hear what Rebel Watch reporter Jacob Duke said after the game.
Welcome to the Rebel Watch postgame report. I'm Jacob Duke. The Lafayette Commodores beat the Byhalia Indians 34-6. Jamie, you guys are on an 8-game win streak right now. You're 8-2 on the season. You know, what's been working for you guys week to week?
You know, just trusting what we known to do, and that's run the ball. You know, we got a lot of talented wide receivers. We got a tremendous staff, you know, and they, you know, we not no finesse team. We're going to run it down your throat, and either you're going to stop it or you ain't. You know, that's what we've been sticking to.
I know you had 2 big touchdowns in the second half to really put this game ahead. What was it like for you to have such a big offensive performance for your team?
It's an honor. You know, we was in the locker room, and Coach, he was telling us how we need to quit playing and how we need to show them what we do. And so I came out here and I made up my mind that I was going to come out here and help my team. And no matter what, I was going to score. And that's what I did, and just so happened I scored too.
All right, thanks, Jamie. That's it here from Byhalia. Lafayette 34, Byhalia 6. For Rebel Watch, I'm Jacob Duke.
Now, when Coach Fair set into town for Lafayette, his goals were really high. And after a disappointing playoff performance where the Commodores actually lost to his team, he wanted to beat Oxford, win the region, and win state all in his first year. It's a really big task, guys. So far, he's done 2 of those. To a lot of folks, surprising, a win came out of the region. And are you guys shocked by how well they have played this season?
You know what? I am not shocked at all. I mean, especially if they lost the first 2 games. I actually didn't expect them to beat Oxford, but once they beat Oxford, what I saw on the field that night was a team that could lock down teams defensively, and a guy in Jamarcus Quarles that could be a game breaker for Lafayette. So I don't think I expected them to win district this year, and I don't know if I can say that they will win state, but they've exceeded expectations in my eyes.
Nick, are you surprised by this?
So like you said, you know, Lafayette went through a big coaching change. And back in the spring, I went to the very first practice, and Coach Fair had this energy about him. He had this passion. He had the confidence about himself and the team's future. And although they went through a big coaching change, they weren't supposed to do this well, but I'm honestly not surprised because I'm so impressed by Coach Fair's passion and just energy that he has for the team.
Right. I got a chance to talk to him this past week, and I was really impressed with him also. So really good things coming from the Lafayette Commodores. But now it is time for the top 5 plays from around the state. Let's roll them.
Let him rip.
There it is, top for your spooky top 5 this week. Now here is Byhalia's against Lafayette. Lafayette makes a touchdown.
And here's Chad Kelly finding Demoyer Stringfellow over the middle. Demoyer makes a nice catch there, and the Rebels go on top of the second half.
Byhalia QB Charles Powell throws an interception to Lafayette's Xavier Martin. He's going to try to do a little juke move right here, but that player says, nah, I'm mad enough. You got the interception, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it down.
He's like, that's it. But J.R. McClure finds tight end Joe O'Keefe in the interception for the Chargers. Play 2.
And number 1, here's D.D. Bowie. Man, that guy can fly. Bowie. Scramble 37 yards to the house. Number 1 with the
Bowie.
All right, well, unfortunately, we do not have D.D. Bowie this weekend. Bowie.
Boo. It's
This
right here,
weekend.
boo.
But the matchup against Georgia Southern still does have to take place. So I want to hear what y'all say. It's going to be a little bit easier since it is Georgia Southern, but give me your picks.
You know what? I think Georgia Southern will be able to move the ball, but the Rebels will win 41-20.
Nick, who you got?
I've got Ole Miss 52-23. I think Swag Kelly's back, and he's going to crush it.
And I'm taking Swag, too. I've got the Rebels 48-21 over the Eagles down from Georgia Southern. And we had a chance to talk to former Ole Miss baseball player J.B. Woodman about his draft process this past year. Let's see what he had to say.
Swung on, hit in the air, deep right field. Going back is Lyman. He's at the wall. He looks up. It is gone. It's a 2-0 lead as J.B. Woodman goes deep here in the first.
You know, when I was younger, I played all sports, baseball, basketball, football, soccer, really anything. And then, you know, once I got a little older, I kind of knew that baseball was, you know, what I wanted to do. And I committed to play baseball at the University of Mississippi, and had a great 3 years there and grew a lot as a person and as a baseball player.
JB Woodman, came in as a very talented freshman. He was highly recruited out of high school, and he had big expectations from the start.
I'm Jesse Barfield, Toronto Blue Jays. With the 57th selection of the 2016 Major League Draft, the Toronto Blue Jays select JB Woodman, an outfielder from Mississippi.
It's really nerve-wracking just knowing that you don't know where you're going to end up going, so it's just kind of nerve-wracking and exciting, just kind of find out where you're going to go. And then I got called by the Blue Jays, and they told me they were going to pick me, and then everybody's really excited, and it was a really, really exciting day.
If I had to describe JB in one word, it'd probably be dedicated. He's dedicated because he always worked hard in the weight room, always did everything that we asked him to do, and he went after his goals and got them done.
If I had any advice to give anybody, it was just to be, to always work hard and to follow your dreams. You can do anything you put your mind to, so just always remember that and always, push forward and try to reach your dreams.
Now that's all the sports we have for you this morning. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at @Rebel_Watch and tune into Max South Sports Channel 31. Thanks for watching and have a happy and spooky, but please a safe Halloween.
I want some candy.
He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash.